As we welcome you inside Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Live Theater. This is the 2025 PWHL Draft presented by Upper Deck. The PWHL has gone from 6 teams to 8 teams, and tonight we welcome 48 new faces to the PWHL. Minnesota now on the clock as they look for their first pick. The back-to-back Walter Cup champions. Players that went off to expansion teams. Thompson, Jakes, these are offensive defenders. Do you think immediately they'll look to replace those defenders and a defender that has that offensive skill set?
Players like that have to be replaced. Depth chart will get affected, obviously, with a huge pick here in round number 1.
With the 6th pick in the first round of the 2025 PWHL Draft, the Minnesota Frost select
I would say the draft process is really ongoing throughout the entire season. One of the first things I did when I got this job was hire a scouting staff. So I had 3 people remotely watching NCAA games all season long, sending in reports after every single game. Preparing for the draft started really day one on the job for me. As the season went on and we were able to kind of see what the identity of this team was on the ice, the mindset shifts to who can join us and who can play at this fast pace, who can play physical like we want to play, who plays with a little bit of grit. And additionally, we have to think about what these athletes are like as people too and what they would mean and contribute to our locker room.
Welcome in, everyone. We're about to see some history here. The PWHL's first ever expansion draft, and we're so honored to be a part of it.
This is going to be a ride. It's going to be a wild ride. I know there's a lot of emotions going around and a lot of feels, but hey, this is an exciting time for women's hockey and an exciting time to be a part of it.
It was hard. It was challenging. Obviously, starting with the list of 3 protections, narrowing down our roster to that list of 3 was very difficult. Having one as well, it's hard to see the team kind of be a little bit dismantled at this point. We knew that we were going to lose 4 really top quality players, and that's exactly what happened. I will say the way it ended up, that we were fortunate that we had kept a lot of our forward core, which is great. We have a lot of tenure and experience and again, proven winners in that group who fortunately are staying with us for next season. We do have some work to do on the defense, with Lee continuing to lead the way for us, but we definitely have some big holes to fill. When we arrive in Ottawa, we'll have a little bit of a war room, so it'll be, Ken, Mira, and Sam and I, and we'll just kind of dial into our final list, make sure our draft order is ready to go. At that point, we'll have a really good idea of exactly what we're looking for.
Who we think other teams are taking?
You use that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have made, that's where I have made the changes.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to double check.
This will be my first draft that I'm participating in, so I know what to expect. I've watched enough of them. I've been kind of around enough drafts to know that it's going to be a little bit chaotic, and again, I think preparation will be key for us.
And a lot of times it's like, especially the development side, is like you want to know them on a personal level. Like, it isn't just like a hockey transaction, like you know them as people.
There's definitely once you move once, then all that goes away because you don't have the background of, like I found that as soon as I moved once, then all of a sudden I didn't have the scouts who had originally drafted me or whatever. It's a different thing.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of potential. Like I said, we anticipate having some vacancies, probably losing a couple players who are on expiring contracts, and that's okay because we're going to be looking, for new athletes to fill those voids.
It was really fun to get to celebrate in Minnesota, I think, with all of our fans and getting to spend time with those girls for that extra week. Luckily, people were able to stay around. So we were able to celebrate before the expansion draft came, which has obviously been hard. It was such a great group and we knew changes would come, and they came pretty hard in the past, but really happy for all the girls, and it's good for the league, but I'm going to miss everyone a lot.
Smiles, nerves, anticipation. You can see it on their faces. The fans welcome them to live theater.
I wouldn't say nervous. I'm definitely excited. I think, having come into this role in September, a lot of the team had been built, and at this point, this will be my way to leave my mark on it.
With the 6th pick in the first round of the 2025 PWHL Draft, the Minnesota Frost selects defender Kendall Cooper.
Kendall Cooper from Burlington, Ontario is off to the Minnesota Frost. A well-rounded defender with that offensive ability.
Honestly, I think I'm a little speechless just as it kind of keeps setting in. Excited to get to Minnesota and be with a lot of great players.
Kendall is a really strong two-way D. We think she has the speed and the strength to really be effective in this league. Choosing a defenseman with our first round pick was something that we absolutely needed to do following the expansion draft, and we were really thrilled that she was available to us. She also was a captain on her team at Quinnipiac, so I think that kind of goes to show, what kind of person we were looking for with that first pick.
This is all a lot for me, but at the same time, I'm just a really caring person. I love to kind of meet new people and learn about their experiences, so hopefully I can meet a lot of fans and have a small impact on them if that's possible, whether that's speaking to them off the ice or just kind of showing my game on the ice.
But one of the things you talked about is starting
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How's it going? Good. I'm so proud of you.
How you doing, kiddo? You still got a mic on you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, definitely.
Go around here.
Describe it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
You gotta get your feet going to the middle.
He's not expecting that at all.
I think Kendall was surprised that we picked her. I do think she's very excited to come to Minnesota, and I think she's going to be a really great fit.
Now, I'll play whatever role they need me to play, but also not shying away from the game that I've built for myself. I like to be pretty consistent, or at least I pride myself on that.
So proud of you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Congrats. How do you six? I gotta do a selfie video. Okay, you can't be in it though. Oh, darn it. You're the enemy now. Oh, we've always been enemies. Hi Minnesota Frost fans, this is Kendall Cooper. I'm super excited to get to Minnesota and get to meet you all and see you on the ice. Go Frost!
The Minnesota Frost are on the clock here in the second round.
Minnesota likes to play offensive. They like to get going quickly. Somebody with speed and somebody with hands would not shock me at this pick.
With the 6th pick in the second round of the 2025 PWHL Draft, the Minnesota Frost selects forward Abby Hustler from St. Lawrence University.
A historic moment for women's hockey in Atlantic Canada. Abby Hustler is the first player from Prince Edward Island to be drafted in the Professional Women's Hockey League.
She's very offensive. We're looking to kind of rebuild some offense that we might have lost. Again, another player whose size and strength is going to be really beneficial in this league. And her skating ability, we think, is going to make her very effective.
Over the shoulder. God, guys, you're really making me believe. I know, it's Fast and Furious today.
I'm a bit, shocked, just always never expected to be here and to be drafted by such a great organization that has just won back-to-back Walter Cups. It's pretty amazing, and I'm just so pumped for it.
Well, Abby, not only do you get to join the championship franchise, you get to make a little history doing it, the first player in this league from PWHL. How proud are you to be the answer to that trivia question?
It's pretty special. I mean, I know I have a lot of people watching home, and hopefully I can bring some more East Coast fans to Minnesota.
They're very excited about that. I think they're having like a big draft party coming up in August, so it shows the growth of the game, and these athletes are coming from all over, and they're the best in the world, and we're lucky to have them.
With the 6th pick in the third round of the 2025 PWHL Draft, the Minnesota Frost are happy to select forward Anna Szigeti from St. Lawrence University.
Anna has the exact level of compete that we were looking for to complement our roster. Maybe not the biggest athlete, but again, we anticipate her being very effective and transitioning really well. She's a good skater. She sees the ice very well, good on face-offs. I just think she's going to be a great addition.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty just like happy-go-lucky kind of person. Really kind of try to keep it light, have fun, not be too serious with it, but also have that side where, when it comes down to it, can take on that role as well. I'm really excited to rejoin May Batherson, who played at SLU, as well as Abby Hustler, who just got drafted as well there, so that'll be really exciting. And then obviously just some veterans like Lee Stackline, just to learn and kind of see what they do and see what it takes to, be successful. So,
with the 6th pick in the 5th round of the 2025 PWHL Draft, the Minnesota Frost selects forward Vanessa Upson from Mercyhurst University.
Vanessa Upson off to the Minnesota Frost from Stony Creek, Ontario. Grew up playing for the Stony Creek Sabres, 4 seasons at Mercyhurst, where she led her team in points this season with 9th in the nation.
Yeah, honestly, kind of felt like my name was like slowed down, like in slowed motion. One of my really good friends, Kendall Cooper, she actually was her first pick, so it was a really cool moment, like knowing I was gonna be a teammate with her again. And like I see her like multiple times a week. We skate together, so it's super cool. Yeah.
She's the kind of player who can really create momentum for whatever team she's on. That played heavily into our selection of her, and we just felt like she was a well-rounded player that kind of helped us round out the draft.
Yeah, I just hope to kind of bring my confidence. I think I see the ice very well. My vision's very good, so I think just kind of bring all the qualities that I have and be confident in that.
With the 6th pick in the 6th round of the 2025 PWHL Draft, the Minnesota Frost select Brooke Becker from Providence College.
Minnesota, one of the reasons why they've been so good is because they've just been this reliable powerhouse. And maybe their D don't come up as crazy flashy, right? But they're just reliable, they're consistent, they don't let the other team score, which is why they win games. It's probably cliche to say, but I think defense wins championships, and I think that shows for them.
She's really positionally sound. She's a really strong puck-moving defenseman as well. Another one of those qualities that we were looking to identify and select to add to our roster.
I'm someone that believes in, working for what you get, and nothing comes easy. Just being grateful to be a part of this, regardless of the outcome. I think that carried me through today and carries me through, how I live my life. So, like I said, incredibly grateful. I was very nervous. And obviously, like, getting down to the wire there, it's very nerve-wracking, but again, incredibly grateful to Minnesota and the staff and everyone for taking a chance on me.
We had a great seat at the draft. All of the draftees were sitting right in front of us, and being able to see the reactions on their faces and their families' faces and their celebrations, again, was really rewarding. I couldn't have prepared myself for what that felt like. Whenever you're able to bring in a new group of talented athletes to your team, it's going to end positively. They all have something to prove, and they really want to be here playing in the PWHL, and they've earned that opportunity. I think it's going to be a really competitive camp to fill our last roster spots, and that's really the only thing we could ask for at this point.